Hi, bright lights. Welcome and thank you for being here. My name is Tina, and in today's video, we are going to see what Spirit has to say, what's going on with all the bright lights of the world. And if you are attracted to this video, there is a message in it for you. So I hope everybody is doing well out there, no matter where you're from. And so the first card that is popping out is the Queen of Wands. This is a beautiful, inspirational energy. This is somebody who trusts their intuition or is working on trusting their intuition. This could be somebody who's watching. This could be somebody that is coming into somebody else's life to help with that inspiration. And you can see the little black cat here. So there's a little bit of, when I see a black cat, I think of magic and the sunflower, planting those seeds. So there's some great creative energy, inspirational action type energy coming in for the viewers. So let's see. Oh yeah, so here we have the Hermit, and this is in our conscious thoughts. So this is about shining a light on what needs to be done, kind of taking things one step at a time is what I'm hearing. This card also represents a more of a unity consciousness, something that we're struggling right now on this planet in a lot of areas. But, this person is very focused on following the light and understanding that the path is going to open for you. So there is something opening, something coming. So in our unconscious thought, just like I thought, so we have here, this could be a partner of some kind. This could be not just intimate partners. There's the angel here, and the lovers represents contracts. So this could be a business arrangement, but somebody coming in here for you that is going to inspire you in some way. So watch for that. This could be, like I said, if you're single, this could be a partner coming in. This could also be new energy coming into an old relationship, new inspired action, maybe a new direction that you are wanting to head into. So know that that you are on the right path with that. If you are being pulled in another area for something that you've already are in contract with. And so what we have in the past, yes, so we have something here that ended or it's transitioning into something. So when we see the Death card, this is kind of this in transition period. So there is something that we need to let go of, something that is no longer serving us. And again, and you see these people are kind of waking up. So it's also representing us waking up kind of out of a slumber. And that could be about toxic things in our life. I'm hearing, food, drink, people, drama, a lot of drama here. So just, be careful. But again, the sun is coming up. So that is, people get a little bit terrified of this card, but I see this as this transitional card. And so this is represented in the past. There was been a lot of shock and awe going on in a lot of our lives. And that is by design to get us to wake up, take stock, start looking at how we're going to bring forward our plans, our inspired action and creativity. And this, of course, is in kind of in the back of our mind. We know this is coming in, this contract, this is a good thing. This is something very positive. So what is going on here? Okay, so this is be careful about being exceedingly stubborn, resistant to change. This is, again, this card is representing letting go. And this is representing kind of how you're seeing yourself right now, that you're kind of maybe sticking to something. So it's just asking you to just look at it. Being stubborn can be a good thing. It builds resiliency. This is, kind of taking the higher ground and defending ourselves, but this can be a little bit more of a digging our heels in, like I was saying, more of a stubborn energy. And we don't want to do things in a rebellious, stubborn way. It's again really going within, doing your meditations, and not being afraid to let go. Because there is something very positive coming in here. Aha. And so this is, this nine of wands and the upright, this is pretty battle weary or whatever. And this is kind of feeling, this is the environment right here. People are feeling very overwhelmed. They're feeling very burdened. You may be feeling like you're ready to give up, and you've been sticking, kind of toughing it out, really toughing it out. So I give you a lot of credit for that resiliency. Just be careful about falling into this very stubborn pattern. If it's a pattern, you want to recognize it, because again, it may be something that you are needing to release here. And so we don't want to stay in this energy. We want to let the new come in. So what can you do? It's asking you now, what can you do? What can you let go of? Something old, whether it can be all the way to a relationship, it can be to cleaning and letting go of something very old to make room for some new, cleaning the house, reorganizing, cleaning the energy, clearing your energy to make room for this new, this lovers, this new ideas, these new wonderful things that are just beyond the surface where we can't quite see them yet. They're on the way though. Aha, so see, this is the Eight of Wands here, and this is all about, incoming messages. So something is moving, some communication is moving quickly here for you. And this is the this is in the hopes and fears that this communication is coming through. And so it can, if it's a fear, you're afraid something might be happening that you're not ready for, but you are ready for it. So trust in this. This is kind of getting your ducks all in a row as well. We talked about this, allowing the path to unfold for you, getting out of this, self-imposed, little bit of victim mentality in this card as well. So we want to not be fearful of having things change and things coming in. And this can happen very quickly when we're in this manifestation phase. And then, yeah, so here is this offer coming in. This is, I'm seeing a lot of inspired action in this reading. We've got the lovers, the transition, and then we have this emotional, something good that is emotionally satisfying coming in. The only thing that you have to be careful of with the Knight of Cups is loyalty. So this night is, there's always this little bit of an undercurrent here. So you just want to be cautious, as we always should be, not jumping in feet first without thinking, being too impulsive. So that's kind of the opposite of this very stubborn energy I was seeing here. And just making sure this is exactly what you want, asking the deeper questions. Is this what I'm looking for? So that looks wonderful, that there is a new offer coming in for you. And so let's see what we have keepers of the light here, what they can tell us more about the message trying to come through here. And so we have Mary Magdalene, just beautiful energy. I love Mary Magdalene. And teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So there is something that you need to vocalize. She's encouraging you that this is the right time to speak up, to take inspired action. And this is something that is about taking care of yourself, where somebody may be, what I'm getting is somebody may be trying to hold you down in some way. And this can be in business, this can be in intimate partnerships. This is the time for you to awaken to the teacher within yourself and to vocalize what you need to share and to not let anyone or anything stop you, especially if you are thinking of doing something on your own, whether that's in business or starting to fulfill a dream. This is kind of what this reading is saying. So it is the time. It's the time to make the offer, to receive the offer, whatever that is for you. And the next card, let's see. Oh, this popped out right away. Okay, so what we have here is self-acceptance. And this is, I love this because she has this headband on here. And this almost looks like a little key. And so this is, again, third eye information coming in, your downloads are coming through, but you really have to be centered in yourself, and that is accepting yourself, not following what other people think you should be, knowing what you want out of the situation. And that's what acceptance is. It's not worrying so much about pleasing other people. It's really taking a deep look at what is it that I want? How can I bring more of the self acceptance into my life by stepping up, and whether it's seeking out a teacher that can help guide you into higher realization about where you're going and what you need to be doing, things like that, finding that self acceptance that you are not like anybody else. You have many stories to share, many wonderful things that people would love to know about you. And it's only because you haven't accepted all of those parts of yourself yet. That's coming. And so let's go to the sacred destiny and see what else we can get for you guys. Love. Bringing in that energy of love, doing affirmations, loving your body, loving who you are. It's important because so many of us bright lights, we have been so programmed to serve others, to try to make things better for everyone else. And it's really about bringing love and into your life in some way to bring back that energy. And here I'm getting all of this beautiful orange and red, which is tied to your sacral chakra and your root chakra. So it's about standing up for yourself, starting to accept yourself and all of the things you may not like about yourself, but that you are worthy. You are so important. You are royalty. Don't ever forget that. The empaths of the world, we are the real royalty out there. And it doesn't make us better than anyone else, but this is about sharing love, sharing of ourselves, embracing our uniqueness. Those are the gifts that we have been given. And we're going to look at the inner child quickly as well, since we got self-acceptance here and love. A time to remember. So this is actually asking you to look back at your childhood, see where there's some holes there, there's some pain there. You have suffered greatly, and it is not about picking open a bunch of scabs and looking at things from the victim perspective. This is looking at your childhood to understand how the patterns have developed and why you're not accepting yourself and why you're struggling so much to love yourself. Because I see all these wonderful things. You're in this transition period of wonderful things, but there's this little bit of feeling overwhelmed and just battle weary and wanting to dig your heels in. And it's good to understand where that's coming from because we want to make peace with the inner child, with what happened to us, where we haven't nurtured our inner child because we neglect ourselves. We learn to, through our traumas and through the abuse that we have suffered by others, that we have to always be thinking of others. And so we want to move beyond that and do some affirmations, do some healing work, and connecting with the inner child is so important in the healing journey and comforting that child. It's about reparenting yourself. Now, being the parent that you never had through all of the abuse and all of the letdown and betrayal. And, I see a lot of that in your past and loved ones that you've also lost, that loved ones that you still feel their absence, even though they're with you and, nobody's ever dies. They're actually cheering you on from the other side. But again, it's going back to see where a lot of the neglect happened so that you can start to work with your inner child and build that inner child back up. So there's nothing more important that you can do for yourself in bringing up a new level of self-acceptance and love and awakening your own teacher within is doing that inner child. And I'll put a link in the description box below to one of my favorite meditations, the whole Pono meditation connecting with the inner child. And we're going to get one more card. We want to do a mantra. We're going to go to the Kahn healing mantra deck, I think, for this reading, because we want to do the healings to allow that new to come in. And this is a great one because this is about encountering conflict, which is what we are seeing in the world so prevalent right now. And what it says is, I don't choose sides, I take a stand. And we're going to read because there's a really important message here with this right now that can help us heal with all of this conflict we have going on. So it is encountering conflict. And of course, it'd be on page 21, and yesterday was the 21st. And that can be tied to hardship and endurance. And it says, when conflict is encountered, two opposing viewpoints wrestle for a dominant position. Each hopes to achieve success by changing the other's viewpoint. If encountering conflict from a conscious standpoint, you may realize one of the greatest gifts you can offer is allowing others to be heard. You may not agree with their argument, but you are embracing their needs simply by choosing to listen. When you listen instead of lash out, you are taking a stand for love. This is making the decision to anchor higher frequencies of light through the demonstration of your ethics, your morals, and your values, instead of matching the unconsciousness of others with equal amounts of aggression. This mantra is ideal for settling arguments, unraveling passive-aggressive behavior, and releasing the tendency to blame. And so we'll say it again. I don't choose sides, I take a stand. I don't choose sides, I take a stand. And I will put that in the description box below. And I think with that healing mantra, we're going to call this reading good. I'm really happy to see that this holds a lot of positivity for you guys out there. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you in the next video.